one's fiction. The primary purpose of a narrative text is to entertain, inform, or teach the reader through a structured storyline that includes a beginning, middle, and end. It often involves characters, a setting, a conflict, and a resolution. Oke, jadi itu tujuan utama dari teks naratif adalah untuk menghibur, memberi informasi, atau mengajar pembaca melalui alur cerita terstruktur yang mencakup awal, tengah, dan akhir. Nah, jadi saya udah ada yang saya kirim di grup ya. Jadi selanjutnya itu ada jenis of narrative text. Jadi saya di sini akan memaparkan ada 8 jenis narrative text. Jadi pertama itu ada fables, short stories, dan typical future animals as characters and convey a moral lesson. Jadi dia itu ada fable. Fable itu cerita pendek yang biasanya menampilkan hewan sebagai karakter dan menyampaikan pelajaran moral. Yang kedua ada fairy tales. Ada yang tahu apa itu fairy tales? Dongeng. Ya betul. Jadi karena dongeng. Nah, fairy tales itu stories that include magical elements, often involving royalty, enchantment, and a happy ending. Jadi cerita yang mencakup unsur magis, seringkali melibatkan kerajaan, pesona, dan akhir yang bahagia. Oke, yang ketiga ada legends. Dewi, apa itu legends? Tahu kan? Jadi legends itu adalah legenda.
Oh iya benar.
Legends adalah stories rooted in historical facts but embellished with mythical elements, often explaining natural phenomena or cultural practice. Jadi dia itu adalah cerita yang berakar pada fakta sejarah namun dibumbui dengan unsur mitos yang seringkali menjelaskan fenomena alam atau motif budaya. Nah, yang keempat ada myths. Myths itu adalah mitos. Jadi traditional stories involving ghosts and supernatural beings that explain the origins of the world or human behavior. Nah, jadi mitos adalah cerita tradisional yang melibatkan dewa, dewi, dan makhluk gaib yang menjelaskan asal usul dewi atau perilaku manusia. Jadi itu dewi itu Tuhannya orang-orang ya guys, bukan kita ya. Ada di sini Hindu. Dewi. Kita pakai jilbab kita. Oke, nah selanjutnya. Ini adalah jenis selanjutnya. Ada yang bisa baca? Yang nomor 5? Oke, Dewi.
Epic. Long narrative poems detailing the adventures of heroic figures and significant historical or mythological event.
Ya, jadi yang kelima itu adalah epos atau puisi naratif panjang yang merinci petualangan tokoh-tokoh heroik dan peristiwa-peristiwa penting dalam sejarah atau mitologi. Nah,
Yes, ma'am.
Nah, silakan.
Number 6, novels, extended fictional works that explore complex characters and plots.
Ya, oke. Jadi nomor 6 itu ada novel, karya fiksi panjang yang mengeksplorasi karakter dan plot yang kompleks. Nah, ada di sini yang punya novel favorit?
Yes, ma'am.
Oke. Oke, nomor 7 bisa dibaca, Husnul?
Yes, ma'am. Seven short stories, read fictional narrative focusing on a single incident or a small number of characters.
Ya, jadi nomor 7 itu ada cerita pendek, narasi fiksi singkat yang berfokus pada satu kejadian atau sejumlah kecil karakter. Nah, nomor 8 bisa dibaca kita?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, sorry ya guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Terus baca nomor 8 kita.
Nomor 8, biographies and autobiographies, non-fictional narratives about the lives of real people written by someone else or biographies or the subject themselves or autobiographies.
Ya, jadi itu adalah biografi dan autobiografi. Nah, narasi non-fiksi tentang kehidupan orang nyata yang ditulis oleh orang lain atau biografi atau subjeknya sendiri biasa disebut juga dengan autobiografi. Nah, selanjutnya ada fungsi teks naratif. Jadi ini ada 6 fungsi teks naratif. Ada first one, ada entertainment atau hiburan. One of the primary purpose of narrative text is to provide enjoyment and amusement to the reader through an engaging story. Two, moral lessons. Many narratives, especially fables and fairy tales, aim to teach moral or ethical lessons, often through the action and consequence faced by the characters. Number 3, ada cultural preservation atau narratives like myths, legends, and epics help preserve and pass down cultural beliefs, values, and tradition from one generation to another. Nah, yang keempat ada understanding human experience. Nah, narrative text explore various aspects of human life, emotion, and relationships, helping readers gain insight into different perspectives and experience. Yang kelima ada education and information through biographies, historical fiction, and other narratives. Readers can learn about historical events, significant figures, and diverse cultures. Yang terakhir, the last one ada inspiration. Stories of heroism, perseverance, and triumph can inspire readers to overcome challenges and pursue their goals. Jadi fungsi teks naratif yang pertama itu ada hiburan, tadi ada hiburan. Nah, salah satu tujuan utama teks naratif adalah untuk memberikan kesenangan dan hiburan kepada pembaca melalui cerita yang menarik. Nah, yang kedua itu ada pelajaran moral. Banyak narasi, terutama dongeng ya guys, itu mereka mengajarkan tentang moral atau etika. ketiga ada pelestarian budaya. Narasi seperti mitos, legenda, dan epos membantu melestarikan dan mewariskan kepercayaan, nilai, dan tradisi budaya dari satu generasi ke generasi lainnya. Nomor 4 ada memahami pengalaman manusia. Yang kelima ada pendidikan dan informasi. Yang keenam ada inspirasi. Nah, ada yang bisa baca kalimat keduanya? Coba Dewi.
Yeah, ma'am. The grapes look delicious and the fox mouth water just start thinking about eating them.
Ya, selanjutnya.
However, the grapes were too high for the fox to reach. Determined to get down, the fox jumped and jumped. He could not reach down. Finally, exhausted and frustrated, the fox walked away, saying those grapes are probably sour anyway.
This fable
This fable teaches the moral that it is easy to despise what you cannot have.
Dan itu contoh teks naratif ya guys. Oke, saya akan memberikan pertanyaan. Kita mulai dari kanan saya. Pertanyaan pertama. Ih, baru-baru di orangnya. Tidak ada juga ini men. Tidak ada rebutan nih. Lagi jangan nih, sama-sama nih. Cukup di pertanyaannya. Nanti ada nilai masing-masing ya. Bisa dijawab. Oke. The first question to Asifa. What is the primary purpose of a narrative text?
Okay, so the purpose of narrative text is to tell a story, contain a message or a lesson.
Oke, beri aplaus untuk Asifa. Nah, pintar ya. Oke, mari kita lihat peserta kedua. Oh, salah. Selanjutnya, pertanyaan kedua. What are the common elements for a narrative text?
Okay, the answer is common element in a narrative text include character, setting, plot, conflict, and resolution.
Oke, betul. Beri tepuk tangan. Yeay. Oke, selanjutnya Husnul. Pertanyaan ketiga ya. Can you name 3 types of narrative text?
The 3 types of narrative text are fairy tales, myths, and fables.
Nah, betul. Tadi ada saya jelaskan ya.
Iya.
Alay. Pertanyaan keempat untuk Nafira.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between an independent and a dependent clause in a narrative text?
An independent clause can stand alone as a complete sentence because it expresses a complete thought, while a dependent clause cannot stand alone and relies on an independent clause to form a complete thought.
Oke. Beri tepuk tangan untuk Fia ya. Bagus sekali penjelasannya ya. Oke, terakhir. Kita why are characters important in a narrative text?
Because characters important in narrative text because they drive the plot and engage the reader by feeling conflicts and experiencing growth throughout the story.
Oke, beri tepuk tangan. Oke guys, pintarnya menurut SMA ini. Oke, selanjutnya thank you, man. Gak salah ya, saya buka file. Okay, I will give you 10 minutes to make a narrative text.
Yes, ma'am. Satu saja, ma'am. Satu saja, ma'am.
Ya, satu saja.
Kalau kan, ma'am, banyak tes. Salah satunya saja, ma'am.
Iya, kalau banyak kan pusing kau.
Iya,
Satu.
ma'am. Iya, ma'am.
Gampang saja guys, jangan mempersulit diri ya.
Iya, ma'am. Suka namanya
Buat orang dongeng.
bawa.
Iya, bisa. Sudah guys, finish?
Finish, ma'am.
Ya, siapa yang mau membaca pertama di atas? Tidak ada yang membaca. Oke, Fira, silakan. Iya, ma'am. Iya. Siapa juga? Nyaman ya? Okay, my story title is The Little Red Hen. The little red hen found a grain of wheat. She asked the duck, the cat, and the pig to help her plant it. But they wouldn't. She planted it alone and took care of it. When she went was ready, she asked them to help her harvest, but they refused. She harvested it alone and asked them to help her clean the wheat into flour. But they said no. Finally, she begged the cat alone and then by herself. She's a short spelling, really short. Oke, coba bisa di-translate apa? Judul. Serta ada yang nggak tahu tuh? Wait a minute. The title is Ayam Anak Kecil. Ayam anak kecil. Ayam kecil tapi namanya merah, men. Oh, iya. Oke. Terima kasih. Tangan guys. Siapa lagi? Selanjutnya. Siapa yang mau? Oke, Husnul. The clever rabbit and the foolish lion. Once upon a time in the dense forest, there lived a graceful lion. He was the king of the jungle and terrified all the other animals. Every day he hunted and killed many animals to satisfy his hunger. The animals were very frightened and decided to hold a meeting to discuss how to deal with the lion. During the fight, the animals agreed to send one animal each day to the lion as his daily meal. This way, the lion will not hurt and kill many animals at once. The lion agreed to this arrangement, and the animals started sending one animal each day to the lion's den. The clever rabbit returned to the other animals and told them what had happened. They all rejoiced and praised the rabbit for his intelligence and bravery. From day one, the forest was peaceful and the animals lived without fear. Husnul, apa moralnya dari cerita yang baru? Moral of the story yang pertama itu intelligence and cleverness can be more powerful than musical strength, and the second is facing problems with and strategy can lead to successful outcomes. The Lost Puppy. One Sunday afternoon, Sarah was walking home from school when she heard a faint whimpering sound. Curious, she followed the noise until she found a small shivering puppy hiding behind a bush. The puppy looked lost and scared. Sarah carefully picked up the puppy and noticed that it had no collar or tag. She decided to take it home and ask her parents what to do. Her parents agreed that they should try to find the puppy's owner. So they put up posters around the neighborhood and posters online. Days passed, but no one came forward to claim the puppy. During the time, Sarah gave attached to the little dog, whom she named Max. They played together every day, and Max would follow her everywhere. One evening, Sarah's parents sat her down and asked if she would like to keep Max for Joey. Sarah hugged the puppy tightly and promised to take care of him forever. Max had found his new home and Sarah had found a new best friend. So, this is...
Thank you, Dewi.
Yeah.
Tangan dong. Oke, terakhir. Coba Dita.
Okay, so the title of the story is The Golden Touch. Once upon a time, there was a lonely king named Midas who loved gold more than anything else in the world. He spent his days counting his gold, his coins, and admiring his treasures. One day, while Midas was admiring his treasures, a mysterious figure appeared in his room. It was a fairy. The fairy said, "Midas, you are known for your love of gold. I will grant you a wish. What do you desire?" Midas, without thinking, immediately wished that everything he touched would be turned to gold. The fairy warned him to be careful with his wish, but Midas was too excited to listen. The fairy granted his wish and disappeared. The next morning, Midas woke up eager to test his new power. He touched his bed and it turned to gold. He touched the chair, the table, and even the flowers in his garden, and they all turned to gold. Midas, with tears in his eyes, nodded, "I have learned that gold is not as valuable as the love and life of my family and my friends." The fairy took pity on Midas and reversed the wish. Everything returned to normal. Midas hugged his daughter and promised to never let his great gold empower his love and family. From that day on, Midas was a changed man. He no longer felt gold above all else and learned to appreciate the true riches in life.
Tadi apa judulnya?
The Golden Touch. Sentuhan emas.
Aja.
Saya
Lagi ya. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Jadi gimana naratif next? Gampang gitu guys?
Gampang.
Jadi saya kasih tugas buka ya buat yang bukan pilihannya.
Oh,
Oh iya, nggak apa-apa sih homework mau kerjain. Gampang di naratif tuh. Tadi dia gampang.
Gampang ya.
Anu mau bikin sendiri teks naratif kalian. Jadi gampang apa gitu dan